The undefeated 3-0 Las Vegas Raiders travel to SoFi Stadium to take on Justin Herbert and the 2-1 Los Angeles Chargers. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we are back to give you my best bets for this Monday Night Football showdown. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Closing in on 10,000 subscribers, inching our way there. We can't do it without your guys' love and support. Click that like button and comment your favorite play for this Monday Night Football game down below. But let's get into it. Got my favorite player prop and spread pick. We're going to start off with the player prop. I'm starting with Justin Herbert, and I'm taking his over 36.5 passing attempts, minus 125 on DraftKings. So I know you're like, passing attempts, not passing yards. Now I know this bet is available on a bunch of different platforms, not only DraftKings, but BetMGM, Caesars, a bunch of other books. But Herbert, he's been off to a great start to start his sophomore year in the NFL. And the Chargers, they're playing pretty well. They're playing good football now. Herbert has hit this over in every single game this season. He had 38 last week against the Chiefs, 41 in week 2 against the Cowboys, and 47 in week 1 versus the Washington football team. So he's also hit this over in 10 of his last 14 games, and he's played the Raiders twice, obviously, in his career, both last year, and he hit the over in 1 of those 2 games. Now, if you think about it, Herbert, he's no longer throwing a ton of deep passes, which is all he was doing last year. That's what the offensive coordinator wanted, chucking it deep to Mike Williams, Jalen Guyton, and all of those guys. Well, now they've taken it back. They're throwing it much shorter, and that's what's led to a lot more higher passing completion percentage and a lot nicer and more, a lot more pass attempts in general. Now you look at the Raiders, they've been inviting teams to throw the ball, and they don't have a great secondary. Lamar Jackson threw it 30 times in week 1, which is a lot for him. Week 2, Big Ben threw it 40 times, and then last week, Jacoby Brissett in the overtime game, so granted it's overtime, threw it 49 times. This new Chargers offense relies on a lot of short passes to Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and even to Mike Williams. I'm all in. I don't mind taking his over in passing yards, but I'll take the over in passing attempts, 36.5. I'm locking it in. Moving on to my spread pick, taking the Chargers. Now I'm taking a minus 2.5, minus 125 on BetMGM. Now the line is minus 3 and the over-under is 51.5, but on BetMGM, I saw it at minus 125, and I'll pay a little bit of juice to get this line here. Now, I know on other books it's like minus 140, minus 150. Barstool, I believe it's minus 134, but this Chargers minus 2.5 is the reason I'm going with it. Now, I don't mind taking it at minus 3, but I see this as a 3-point field goal type of game. The Chargers, they're the more complete team in my opinion. Now, they have the much better defense, and I would argue these offenses are both very good, but they have the more talent on their offensive side. Now, this could be a massive letdown game for this LA Chargers team, obviously coming off a big emotional victory last week against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. And now they're coming at home to SoFi Stadium where, you never really know you got a lot of Raiders fans that will probably travel to this game. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Derek Carr have another good game. But you look at it, and I think the Chargers defense is going to be the difference here. They have a very good defense, a great secondary. You saw them make life really, really tough last weekend against Patrick Mahomes. You saw him throwing an interception or 2. I think they have a chance to not only win and win this by over 3 points, not asking for a lot, to put a focal point on stopping Darren Waller, which they throw it to Darren Waller like 40 times a game. They're going to say, no, you're going to have to throw it to someone else. And you look at the Chargers secondary, very good, above average, and they can guard those Raiders wide receivers, which aren't necessarily the best in the NFL. Though Henry Ruggs and Bryan Edwards are both talented, do think the Chargers secondary can hold them in bay. Now you look at it, Chargers, I'm taking a minus 2.5. Like I said, minus 3 is fine too, but it wouldn't surprise me to see this Chargers win by 3 points exactly, which is why I'm taking it. Now, I do think the Raiders keep it close. So if you want to bet a teaser that's like Raiders plus 7 or plus 10, plus the over like 44, 46.5 points, I don't mind taking that because both of the last 2 games against last year, when you looked at it, Herbert versus Carr, both games were pretty high scoring. So don't mind taking that, but I do think Justin Herbert and company get out this win. And that's why I'm taking Chargers minus 2.5 and Justin Herbert over 36.5 passing attempts. That'll do it for the video. Don't forget to click that like button. And this has been Austin, and I'll catch you guys again next week. Peace out.